Okay, this is April Hammonds, and this is my board, my project-based learning on the tree study. This is phase 1, where I exposed the children with books and parts of trees to get their interest. This was 2-year-olds. There's our 10 questions, my web, and my phase 1 narrative summary. In the middle is my phase 2. There's my summary at the bottom. We had 2 nature walks, one with the expert guest and one before the expert guest came. On this one, the little girl noticed a banana-shaped leaf and she said, "Look, a banana." So I thought that was pretty neat. She had observed like a oblong yellow leaf. They had little clipboards and were taking their field notes with them. And they were, as you can see, very interested, very engaged with the trees and the leaves. And then we did a bark rubbing. Here they're playing with filled tree parts. Right here we're talking about tree rings and how that's how we can tell how old a tree is. And so they all practiced trying to draw a circle ring. Some could not exactly, but that was okay. Here we're talking about animals that live in trees, and they all got to hold an animal that could be living in or on a tree. Here we did our representation of a tree. We painted it, our trunk, tree trunk. That's another picture. This is when we talked about food that grows on trees, and this day we did Julie and the mango tree and tasted mangoes. We used clay and various feathers and parts to make bird nest after we talked about what lives in trees. This is our tree construction, where we worked together to build a tree, from gluing on leaves to coloring onto the construction paper to make it look like bark, to cutting and gluing, and then putting the animals in the little areas that we made for nest. So that is our phase 2. And then the culmination, we've got what we learned. We have lots of different kinds of trees. Many animals live by eating fruit and seeds. Birds, owls, and squirrels make their homes in trees. Bees build their homes in trees. Insects, lots of stuff there. Our culmination was actually a parent walkthrough at drop off and pick up. We had this stand, which had lots of large cutout pictures, their tree ring display, individual books with their pictures from the nature walk to take home, oranges and some of the library books that we read together, apples they got to take with them, a book that showed trees and the fruit they get at school. This is their paintings of trees and their bird nest with a book from the library. I had a paper out that talked about the dispositions that they were learning and the things that they were learning, the scientific skills. We had the bark rubbings in the hallway, and a tree and some more pictures and work. So this was, the parents were very impressed and enjoyed just walking through this in the hallway by the classroom and interacting with all of the children's work. What did not get in the picture is we also put this tree that they created with the animals. We also had that in the hallway, and we also had the sensory table in the hallway with all of the tree parts for their parents to see the tree parts that they engaged with magnifying glasses. And so it went really well. The kids got to know me very well, and when I come in they say "Aper, Aper," but they just really seemed to engage in the nature, which was just thrilling for my soul. They definitely nurtured their dispositions of curiosity. Right here is problem solving, as some figured out how to turn the crayon on the side. They didn't really ask me, some of them, they just kind of watched them figure it out, but I did model it first. Oh no, my picture's coming down. There's more curiosity, observation, They're engaging here with the animals that live in the trees. That was during our exploring the topic, things we wanted to learn. Right here, they're touching and feeling, and one of them is looking through the magnifying glass at the sticks. They're observing and investigating there. We've got some writing and observation, working together, cooperation, problem solving, art, skills, comparing, working with their friends, some fine motor, creativity, again, like communication, writing, observation, a little bit of math with the counting, classifying, up here, classifying, sorting. Right here, we're talking about the animals. So they're looking at the different animals, engaging in the read aloud, working together. We've got some art skills here, fine motor, representing their trees. And then they all enjoyed interacting with the culminating event.